Counter UAV is active.
When it comes to Call of Duty multiplayer, it's a little bit like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
I mean, you like chocolate, but some are way better than others. So while some Call of Duties have been pretty good and others have been not so great, one thing's for certain. The Modern Warfare reboot in 2019 was one of the good ones. Vanguard was just absolutely atrocious. So for myself and many others, there's a lot of pressure on Modern Warfare 2 to bring back the goodness. And the good news is that that's exactly what they've done. Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer feels great. It feels like it's gone back to everything you like about Modern Warfare and Call of Duty multiplayer. There's also a good variety of modes, and that's important. So if you get tired of running around smaller maps and team deathmatch, you can go hop into something like Ground War and play that bigger experience. What I quickly grew fond of was the mode called
Invasion.
It's 20 versus 20 multiplayer with a whole bunch of AI bots thrown in, sort of like something like Titanfall. It adds a nice bit of spice in between running into real players when you can just mow down a whole bunch of bots.
I don't want to die, I want to live.
There's something behind the scenes in Call of Duty multiplayer games that makes a big difference. It's the core mechanics and balances. These almost function like little angels and demons on your shoulders telling you how to play the game. And it's something that's quite hard to describe. Because in some years you jump into Call of Duty multiplayer and instantly get frustrated with people sitting in corners, camping and so on. But when the developers get it right, you have an entertaining experience, one that feels fun and rewarding, and Modern Warfare 2 has that again. I don't have too much experience with the leveling up, the weapon upgrades, and the battle pass and all that jazz. What I do know is that you can just jump into a game and have some fun, and that's the important part. And while that sounds like something that should be par for the course, multiplayer experiences like Call of Duty Vanguard made me realize very quickly that that's not the case. Something's also got to be said about the Ground War modes. They're getting really good. So much so that they're starting to show up Battlefield a little bit at their own game. If there was ever some extra incentive for DICE to pull their socks up and get something really good out the door, now's the time, because time is running out.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
I'm also very happy that even at this point, split-screen multiplayer is still a thing. It might not be something that's used by everybody, but it's always appreciated when you and a friend can just hop in on one TV and play, especially when it runs as well as this. On that note, the co-op missions are pretty cool as well, although they still don't have split-screen, and that's a real bummer. But when you realize that they're essentially using the Warzone 2 map for those modes, it starts to make sense. So please excuse me if there's a bunch of modes that I didn't talk about, or if there's even parts of the multiplayer that I just plain forgot about. But that's also the point. There's a whole lot of variety in this multiplayer mode, which makes it great and gives it lots of variety. I'm having a great time playing it, and I can't wait for more of my friends to get it so that we can play it even more. I know that a lot of people are awaiting the new Warzone, but I've always liked the traditional multiplayer a lot better, so I'm already in my happy place. So then, if you're thinking about picking up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and multiplayer is the main focus, which it is for a lot of people, you're in for a good time. We've already released another review about the campaign, and we love that as well. When it all comes together, you got a great campaign, great multiplayer, lots of variety, and impressive graphics to boot. It's a lot of fun and gameplay feels as smooth as ever. So if you like Call of Duty but you're not someone who just blindly buys every year, and you're wondering if this is the year to jump back on, it most definitely is. If you're playing multiplayer, let us know in the comments what you like and dislike. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.